and is presented with the Legislator of the Year award. The legislator must be nominated at the chapter level, reviewed by a select committee appointed by the State Council, and finally approved by the State Council Executive Committee. This award is considered to be the most prestigious award that can be given to an elected official and is based on the merits and proven track record of the official receiving the award. Now, because it is considered to be prestigious, there's been a number of years we didn't present it at all. Got an exception this year. As was mentioned, for 5 legislative sessions, Senator Van de Putte has chaired the Senate Committee on Veterans Affairs and Military Installations. In this capacity, she has authored and sponsored many bills that will help veterans and military families. She believes that now more than ever before, Texas needs to strengthen its commitment to supporting military and veterans. Senator Van de Putte has a track record of authoring legislation for Texas active duty military, veterans, and their families, and has proven to be a staunch ally, advocate, and supporter. Space and Time limits itemizing the hundreds of bills authored by Senator Van de Putte that have directly benefited our military and our veterans. Now, you've heard all of that going on this morning. Senator Van de Putte has been the strongest advocate that we've ever had in this state as long as I've been involved with government affairs. Based on the contributions that Senator Van de Putte has made to the active duty military, to veterans, and to their families, the Vietnam Veterans of America Texas State Council takes great pride in awarding the prestigious Legislator of the Year award for 2011, and for an unprecedented second time, the award goes to Senator Leticia Van de Putte.
Thank you. I think I want to take this home and put this on the ego wall with my grandkids' pictures. This is a very special recognition, and I have an affinity for World War II vets because that's my great uncles and my father-in-law and my daddy and his generation in Korea, and my cousins and my friends in Vietnam, and my children and my nephews in the current global war on terror. This is really significant. I am honored and humbled, but I must share it with the men and the women who help us in the office, in our legislative office. And thanks goes to them who are really doing a lot of the work, because what I do is say, okay, we got to get this done, and we got to talk to so-and-so, and we got to go get this, and oh, by the way, go find out when Senator so-and-so is going to be there, because I need to talk to them about the Veterans Assistance Fund. And so I want to share this with the people who keep me accountable, and that's my folks back home in San Antonio, and particularly our legislative staff. Many of you know Brent Turner, who is on hiatus. Brent was our committee director and is going to law school in the fall. So he is in Argentina for 6 months being a fly fishing guide tour, but if I was single and 30 and going to be in law school, I'd probably take 6 months off too. And so filling in for Brent, and here today, would you please welcome my legislative director and helping out with the VAMI duties, Ida Garcia. Ida, thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you know, for those of you that don't know, I have a Facebook page, and every day I do what I call the Military Minute. And it's just to remind people who love Facebook, and that's my constant posting, about a military battle, about something that happened that was precious. And a lot of times it's about things like the Tet Offensive, or when the last person left Vietnam. And I just need to remind folks, because sometimes our kids They don't know the history. And they're losing that history. I was talking to a group of high schoolers, and I said something about Jimmy Doolittle, and they went, what? They didn't know who Jimmy Doolittle was. And so we need to keep reminding them it's our duty to pass it on to these students, to the next generation, so they don't lose the history of the sacrifices, and particularly those of our Vietnam veterans who didn't have it so good when they came back home. And it's the lessons we learned from the Vietnam veterans that makes us focus that we are not going to let this newer generation of war fighters come back home to a nation that is ungrateful. Thank you so much.